we're not African until another country hypes us up.
Yeah,
then we decide to be African.
And if people did not know, Levi's is not fashionable for them overseas. Levi's is a jean that's worn by prisoners. Only to bring it to African countries or spread it around the world and make it fashionable. Because why? People saw it from overseas, brought it aside, and it's fashionable.
We try and go to a high level and try and work for and try and compete with the Hollywood and stuff. But we're not patriotic about something simple, as simple as fashion, what you wear, your identity, who you are.
The problem is with us South Africans, we've adopted too much of the Western life.
Sure.
Too much. And for me to be recognized out there, I need to wear one of those well-known brands.
Yeah.
You know, for me to get the girl that I always wanted, I need to have strong labels. I need to have everything that's done outside of South Africa.
For me, I think with South Africans,
Yeah.
when you are recognized internationally, there's this weight that your name carries.
Yeah.
So if you're still known like across the borders of Africa, okay, you've made it, but not really.
Not
Just that other person.
Yeah,
Not
you,
yet.
exactly. So once you start being international and you are photographed with all these film stars and all these super famous people, your name starts to carry weight. And it's really sad that we at home, we don't appreciate the talent that we have. We only appreciate you when you are
Recognized internationally.
recognized internationally. Meanwhile, you've been here doing what you're doing. Now that you're international, all of a sudden people are starting to support you. Like, then I was here.
Celebrated South African fashion designer Laduma Nkokolo is taking legal action against global clothing giant Zara. The founder of Maxhosa by Laduma is accusing Zara of stealing his signature design, and he joins us in studio. It's a story that has caught quite a bit of traction today, this stealing of intellectual property, as it were. But let's perhaps backtrack. Tell us, how did you find out about what had happened?
I actually got notified by a client who is based in London in the UK. He sent me a direct message on Instagram, and then I realized that I wasn't part of this, and this is copyright infringement. And then I notified my lawyers, and then more reports kept on flowing in from New York to here in Joburg and other locations. So our lawyers did take that very serious. Copyright infringement is a serious crime, and they are seriously taking that matter.
You look at brands like Gucci, like the Machangani bags. Gucci took the Machangani bags and made them their own, and then people were hyping it up like, but then guys, it's been here.
Yeah.
People have been using these bags for years. Just because like Gucci's doing it, so like it's something new and something vibrant to people. It doesn't make
It's the same with our tribal print.
exactly.
Tribal print was only hyped up like when it started being used. Like obviously they're like, oh fuck, tribal print.
The dashikis and all of that. Like we've been wearing these things.
We're not African until another country hypes us up.
Yeah,
Then
true,
we decide to be
true,
African.
True.
Like nah, I'm African.
Our brands out there. And what you said about Louis Vuitton and that, we had that here. the same material you're talking about.
Yeah.
That I fail to understand why they would fight for that, because they've had this all along, but they never thought of using it.
Yeah.
So the person taking that material and using it to come up with a jacket, there's nothing wrong with that, because a blanket you can buy anywhere and everywhere. It's not exclusive. Taking that blanket and making a jacket, now that's something you creating with your own mindset. So why did South Africa or South Africans or Africans fight for that? It's because they did not think of it first. Or they thought of it first, but the company was not registered for them to put that item worldwide. You get what I'm saying?
Push our own brand, but that's my one struggle with it. We try and go to a high level and try and look for and try and compete with the Hollywood and stuff, but we're not patriotic about something as simple as fashion. What you wear, your identity, who you are.
If we're gonna keep going with that mindset of saying, I'm gonna go for quality, I'm gonna go for big name brands, for that name to become a big brand, it had to start somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
And if people did not know, Levi's is not fashionable for them overseas. Levi's is a jean that's worn by prisoners. Levi's was actually, when it started out as a brand that produces for most prisons, because their jeans are very strong. Only to bring it to African countries or spread it around the world and make it fashionable. Because why? People saw it from overseas, brought it aside, and it's fashionable. Fashion is what you make. Clothing should not make you look good. You should make the clothing look good, you know. And I believe one thing as a stylist: simplicity is the best. Always go for simplicity, and you'll stand out. Wherever you are, you will stand out.
Into Hollywood and all those type of stuff, when I should actually be empowering my own. I never attended the Soweto Fashion Week, not even SA, Soweto Fashion Week, right in my hood. Never attended that. Get what I mean? Then I pretend to be proud of South Africa when I'm not, in actual fact. You get what I mean?
You're on the come up until
You're
something in
international.
America notices you.
True.
You're on the come up until you're in London.
True.
You're on the come up until that. If you don't care.
No, but then on the other hand, it also comes back to how we value ourselves.
Okay.
I think we don't take
Elaborate.
ourselves.
Yeah, we don't take ourselves seriously.
Okay.
I can be recognized in my own country and be loved, but it won't be enough. As soon as I get that international status, then I'm all that.
Do is go back to where we come from. Recognize our history, recognize our lives as we have them now and as they had them before. And take it to the next level. Wow. Take what we have, take the knowledge that we've learned from them to the knowledge that we have now, and come up with something that's ours. To be honest, nothing in this world can specifically say was built by black people. No white man put a hand in this, or we just feel the time or the energy to think, or we lack the energy to use our brains to benefit other people, because when we get money we only think of ourselves.